Hey, Alice,
So
nice to see you
great to
again.
see you again.
Pleasure's mine.
Can you believe this weather?
It's getting cold.
I feel like we've been in the twilight zone going from 71 minute to 30 degrees and frost the next.
Yeah, well, that's winter, right?
That didn't deter you from starting in this area?
Started here, may as well end here.
Yeah, definitely. I love this time of year. So it's so great to see you again, and I thank you for giving me the opportunity to come back and present to you a solution.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm really hoping we can accomplish today is just go over some things from last time.
Uh-huh.
Let me present you the solution that we came up with and see how ADP and Portobello Restaurant can form a partnership. And then hopefully at the end of the meal. Listen to me. I'm thinking of food.
You're thinking about getting some lunch from me, aren't you?
Going through the smell is like making me so hungry. But at the end of the meeting, that we can come to an agreement and a business partnership, and ADP can really help you guys out.
Okay.
Okay?
Let's see what you got.
Okay, so to start out, I know last time that we spoke, there were a few things that you said you really had concerns with your current system.
Yeah.
One of the things you had mentioned also was technology. You were a little worried about that term. Is that still correct today?
Absolutely. You know, on the one hand, it's, you know, you can see where we can get streamlined and be a little better and sort of simplify things. At the same time, it's really sort of a straddling of the fence to not get overly complicated. You know, both due to, as we talked about, Patty.
Yeah,
and
that's
her
what you
skill
had
set,
mentioned.
as well as, you know, just obviously what that's going to cost.
Great. I'm going to touch upon all of that today for you. So I'm excited about that. And then one of the things you said is time. You said not only is your time valuable, but you feel the system as a whole could be more efficient.
Mm-hmm.
Is that still correct?
Sure.
Great. And then you said compliance. You said you weren't really sure how Patty kept up on it, and you were hoping that at the end of the day you were still staying compliant. So that's one of the things I'm going to present to you today. Is that still correct?
Yeah, we had some concerns about that recently, actually. There's
really?
Well, you know, there's that new hire tax credit going on right now.
Yes.
And, you know, that is, you know, when you bring people in, you can get a credit from the federal government and so on and so forth. And it is time sensitive with regards to getting that new individual's information, you know, into the government in a proper time frame. Excuse me for not having the right terminology.
No, that's okay.
Role, but so yeah, I mean, you know, she missed a couple of deadlines, but that cost us some credits, and you know, obviously that causes you know, my accountants to do the extra work, and suddenly they're billing me a little extra, so kind of costs you on two sides.
And that plays right into time and efficiency.
Yeah.
So great, I'm glad we're on the same page. And then the fourth thing you said was price, which obviously is always a concern.
Cash is king.
Okay, great. So I'm excited. So I left you with this leave behind last time, if you remember
nice.
correctly. This was just an overview of all the services that we had worked with. I'm hoping you got a chance to look at it, but if not, I'm going to go through each one of these things today in the systems that we can provide to you. And I just wanted to point out, one of the major factors was tax compliance, which was one of the commitments you said that you were having an issue with. Time and labor management was another one of those things. And then the payroll and check preparation.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to point out to you that those were the three major things that you mentioned, and those are three major things that ADP
Yes,
can help you with.
You have them on the wheel there.
Yes, I do. So, okay. So I prepared a couple of proposals for you today to work through and to see where we can make a great fit for you.
Uh-huh.
The first one I made out, we call our complete bundle. This is all the fancy things that ADP can provide to you, including everything you can really think of. So basically, to start out, all of our packages include the first two bullet points. So that would be the electronic time clock system, which basically, we say eliminating the manual system, but what we really do, we really like to consider this as an enhancement to your manual system, and eventually down the road, eliminating that for you. It calculates the time punches for all employees. So basically, all that stuff that Patty does right now by hand, we take care of that for you.
Okay.
It imports it directly to ADP, meaning instead of Patty having to call on the phone, we do it for you. It imports it into the system, comes right to us, so that we can prepare the checks. Now, I know what you're probably thinking is, how is this control? How can we make sure it's accurate? And that's what we put right here. There's always that review and control. We make sure that whoever you want involved in the system, it could be all your managers, it could be just Patty, it could be you, that you have control and you can review that information.
Yeah, I think, you know, you got two words there, review and control, but I'm really more worried about one word, which is, you know, review and Patty. Is this going to be something, you know, that she can handle? I mean, she could barely turn on her cell phone.
This is something that we can train her on doing. It is a very basic system, meaning she just has to put in a login, and then she can see basically throughout the 10 restaurants who's working, what's going on, and she can make sure that that information is correct before it gets uploaded to us.
And so you explain the training, how she's going to get trained on that?
We do have a team that comes in. I will be there every step of the way as well, that sits with her and kind of does on her time so that we can kind of work with her and see what her concerns are to see, what she's really worried about. And the only reason I did put control in here is because I know that you mentioned last time that you like to be involved as much as you can, so you like to see the process as well. So we do have that option for you, so it's not that just one
So
person.
for me to kind of get in there and see things as well if I wanted to.
Correct. So it's
Okay.
not just that you have to, rely on one person. And there's a way that if you even want your managers, because I know currently right now your system is that the managers kind of review everything for you, you can keep that system because we can make the managers a log on as well.
So
And
multiple people can have access
it's
to
multiple
the
people.
system? So is there any limitation to how many?
No, it right now, no. We can really set it up for you. We know you have 10 locations, so 10 plus the two of you, Patty and yourself, that would be fine. 12 people we could put on there.
Okay.
And then with all of our systems, you have the choice, meaning you can do the hand punch system, which is similar to what you're doing today, which is more costly. A swipe system, which is basically each employee can get a picture ID that has a barcode on the back of it. When they swipe in, it registers all their information, takes care of all calculations for you. Or a computer login. This one takes a little bit more time. So I really recommend the swipe card one. Because the computer login, then every person gets a logon. They have to just punch in their logon when they
Yeah, that might be a
get
little-
there and when they leave.
So it's a swipe card, it's like a size of credit card, something like that?
Yeah, basically, and it can even be something, an ID tag. I don't know if you have them wear name tags. We can make it to look kind of nicer. It's not something that's, too ugly.
Okay.
And then obviously payroll online, meaning eliminating the phone. We have the phone option for customer service that if you need to call us, you can, but it eliminates Patty sitting on the phone for a couple hours calling in 300 people's hours. We also have the reduced human errors, meaning everything's computed for you so that in the tax area, we're really eliminating that error for you. And we keep current on all that information.
Yeah.
Alex,
Oh, hi, Patty.
Hi, Patty, Alice with ADP. How are you? So great to meet you. I've heard so much about you.
good to meet you, Alice. Sit down.
Hi.
Alex, really?
What?
Don't you remember?
Yeah.
Don't you remember 5 years ago? The problems that we had? Don't you remember?
5 years ago, we had a crappy chef. We switched chefs, got better.
Alex, really?
If I could step in, I understand we had a bad experience 5 years ago. I'm new to the territory. I'm really here to prove myself and to prove ADP, and I really think that we can make your life a little bit easier, including the restaurant's life a little bit easier.
Thanks, Alice, but really, I don't have time for this. Alex, really?
I'm sorry if I'm ruffling her feathers.
I told you she's mean. You don't believe me.
She's not
You
mean.
thought I
She
was-
just
you
has
thought I was
concerns.
making it up.
I think she just has some concerns.
She just has concerns?
I think, every time starting a new system like
I
this.
got concerns. How about that?
I think everybody has concerns in this situation. And I think, once she sees really the benefit we can provide and how easy we can make her life nowadays, I think she'll really see the benefit in it as well.
Well, I appreciate your accommodation on as far as that goes.
No
So-
problem. Okay, so to get back where we were, eliminating the error. The payroll reports, the reports you can print from our system are numerous. You can really, at the end of the year when your accountant's saying, come on, Alex, I need this report. I need to know what this, and this person made. You can pull it right at your fingertips. You can search right by the employee's last name and pull it right out. Employee data is stored. So, with those new higher tax credits, we have all their information at your fingertips. So making that, for filling that form out, we can do it automatic with the electronic system. So it works out to be more beneficial. Now with this package, these are the basic features that you'll find with it. Your basic payroll functions.
So this is what I'm having regardless of.
Regardless.
And so this is okay.
This is getting into more of like
I'm with you.
package details. Check printing, that's pretty standard with most of our packages too, but it just goes under the basics. We do the federal and state tax depositing for you. We do the filing of all payroll reports. Like I mentioned before, the reporting feature is awesome for end of the year accounting.
Right.
New hire reporting, so that plays into that new hire tax credit. We report all of that for you. Direct deposit, if you offer it. I know last time you said it's not something that you really offer for all your employees,
Well,
it's just the managers.
I'm sure you can appreciate, a lot of my busboy staff. We got a lot of people who are, underage, who are just sort of, couple hours after school kind of thing. I have some people, they're busboys. They're not making a lot of money, so they don't have necessarily have bank accounts, things of that nature.
Yep,
so.
and we really direct this more towards your management staff because they're the people you value most and you want to give them that option.
Okay.
Plus, you do get the check signature feature, which I thought this was something you would be totally interested in because that was relieving your hours on Friday signing checks.
My hand hurts thinking about it.
We do the check stuffing for you, meaning we put the checks in envelopes so they're already sealed to go for you when you get them. We do handle some human resources for you, meaning, if you have any problems or you need help with anything, you can give us a call and we'll help you out. We do keep current on the labor law, and we do provide you posters for that so you can post it because I know that is something that most states do want you to post for your employees.
It certainly isn't. That's a lot of stuff. It certainly doesn't seem simple.
No, it is simple because you know what? We help you. We basically, all these things I'm mentioning, we do for you. If you think about it, there's not one thing in what I just mentioned that really takes into your time. We've really eliminated your time and are doing it for you.
Okay.
We do background checks for you, which can be a great feature because, in case you need to know. We do have a employee handbook help, meaning if you don't have currently an employee handbook established now, we can help you do that. Is that something you have now?
No, we don't.
Okay. Yeah, so that helps out. And then, like I said, technical support, we do 24/7. I know some people, when I walk in, they're like, 24/7, why would I need it? We're hoping you don't need this, but if for some reason something happens in the middle of the night, you can call us because we know sometimes restaurants are open late. I'm not sure what time your bar stays open to, but some restaurants do stay open very late. Did you have something you wanted to add?
I would. Well, no.
Okay. And then we have 1-800 number that you would call for the technical support. And customer service is 100% of the time, meaning I'm involved in every step of the system. I come in and check on you whenever I'm in the area, or if you need something, you have all my contact information, and I'm here for you.
Okay, so
You're always, because, to be fair, going back to what she says, and, she does have a good point in so much as we did have you in the past, and there were a lot of issues from the service side, and, her point's not off. Why would it be different now than it was before?
And I completely agree. Her point is not off. And I can tell you, like I mentioned to Patty, I'm new to the area. 5 years ago was 5 years ago. And the company as a whole has taken into consideration accounts that we have lost and has really made some changes. And really, I'm dedicated to customer service. If I'm not there helping you and your business doesn't succeed, I don't succeed. So I'm here to be a business partner with you to make sure that everything that I'm telling you will happen does happen. Not to leave you on the side.
So if Patty has trouble, you're the one she's calling.
Yeah, she can call me. She can, if it's something like technical, I might have to direct her to the technical support, but I can help her to my best of ability. If there's anything within the reporting features, I know the system. I can help her, so I can be there for her. Okay. So now to move on to costs involved with it. With all of our system, there is a $200 setup fee. That's a one-time fee you pay only once. For this specific bundle, it is a $50 base per week plus $225 a check. So now, really, your total cost base is based on how many employees that you have. So what I did was total fee to Portobello would be the 50 times 52 weeks for 1 year. So you'd be looking at, $2,500 for just the base fee a year.
Right.
Then $225 a check. If you chose to do 300 employees, it would be $675 per week. So $675 times 52. This is what you're looking at per year. So total cost of the system, you're looking at $300 for the first year, and then without the $200 each year.
That's a lot of money.
It is. It looks like a lot on paper, but honestly, what we're eliminating for you between all of these features is hugely beneficial to you. So all the time you'll be saving.
This is the complete bundle. What are my other options?
Your other options are just basically going down a little bit. Our enhanced bundle, the only difference really is, check printing, federal tax, check signature feature, check stuffing. It's just a little bit less in some of the reporting features. So that's moving down. Okay. And then our really basic system really gets rid of
what's the cost difference?
The cost difference, it winds up to be.
It's about $2,000 there?
Yeah, about $2,000 difference.
And
the last one, the difference is about $5,000.
And what's not in there?
And that not in there is the check printing, the electronic signature, and some of the human resources options.
Okay. So that one's kind of watered. The last one's kind of watered down.
Okay.
To a certain extent, right?
Yeah, I think this one's really your best option. Is this something that you would like
Which
to?
one is? I'm not sure which paper you.
Sorry, This is the enhanced
That's the middle
bundle.
bundle?
Yeah.
And what was that one?
This one,
So what's not in that one again?
this one, it's just some of the reporting features. It's what's not included.
Okay.
And that's gonna, so I'm getting everything except that reporting feature is like $2,000 less.
Correct. Is that
Alright.
something you'd like to move forward with?
You know, that probably seems like a reasonable, the
Okay.
most reasonable deal in terms of keeping my costs where I need.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.